Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely shatter everything you thought you knew about our planet's geography. We've sourced some truly unbelievable facts straight from the most bizarre extremes of the Earth. So, if you think you know the layout of the world you live in, well, buckle up and prepare to have your perspective entirely flipped. Seriously, what if everything you learned in geography class was barely even scratching the surface? Let's dive right into that. Because the facts we're exploring today prove that our world is far stranger, far more mysterious, and vastly more complex than any conventional textbook would have you believe. To instantly break your sense of scale, let's talk about Russia. It spans a massive 17 million square kilometers. Now, compare that to Pluto. Yeah, the entire dwarf planet. It's only 16.6 million. We really have to rethink just how massive the land masses on our own planet truly are. You could literally unroll Pluto's entire surface across Russia and still have room left over. And speaking of scale, how about a totally bizarre population paradox? On one side, you've got California, with about 39 million people tucked into a single U.S. state. On the other, there's the entirety of Canada, the second largest country in the world by area, and it holds just about 40 million people. It just goes to show geography isn't just about the sheer size of the landmass, but how intensely and unevenly we pack ourselves into it. All right, Act 1, Extreme Elements. This is where we discover Earth's raw, violent, and totally unrelenting power. We so often think of Earth as this perfectly balanced, hospitable blue marble, but as we're about to see, it harbors environments of absolute staggering intensity. Picture a temperature of 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm not talking about a little geyser or a contained hot spring. I'm talking about an entire, flowing river that runs so unbelievably hot, it will literally cook alive any animal unlucky enough to fall into its waters. It's called the Shanay-Timpishka, and it's hidden deep down in the Peruvian Amazon, stretching for nearly 4 miles. Now, here's the craziest part. It completely defies conventional geographical logic because there's no volcano nearby. The closest active volcano is over 400 miles away. Instead, this deadly anomaly is fueled by deep, hidden geothermal springs right in the middle of a lush jungle. And hey, the extremes don't just stay on the ground level. Think about how geography literally manufactures the most intense natural fireworks show on the planet up in Venezuela. It's the Catatumbo lightning. Trade winds smash into the massive Andes Mountains, creating this perfect, unrelenting storm engine. The result? Up to 28 lightning flashes every single minute for 260 days a year. It's so unbelievably bright and reliable that sailors historically used it to navigate. Okay, let's drop rapidly from fiery skies to extreme, bone-chilling cold. Imagine waking up to negative 60 degrees Celsius. For the Americans out there, that's about negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And this isn't some isolated polar anomaly. This represents the regular, everyday winter temperature of a place where people actually live. I absolutely love highlighting this location, Oymyakon, Russia. It's the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth, and it really shows you the intense, almost unbelievable adaptations humans make to survive. The geography is so unforgiving that standard rules of life just glitch out. Vodka freezes completely solid, and vehicles, you have to leave them running constantly, because if the engine turns off, the cold will instantly seize it. Survival there is literally an everyday logistical battle. Moving on to Act 2, Hidden Worlds. We're going to explore the vast, unbelievable landscapes completely submerged beneath our feet and our oceans. Because, not all of Earth's most breathtaking geography is actually visible on a traditional map. Some of the most awe-inspiring landscapes are entirely hidden from view. It is wild to realize, but we have an entire lost continent twice the size of India. It's called Zealandia. The catch? 94% of it sank beneath the waves about 85 million years ago. The only parts we can actually see today, peeking up above the Pacific Ocean as that tiny 6% slice, are New Zealand and New Caledonia. Scientists didn't even officially recognize it as a continent until 2017. And the underwater secrets get even weirder. Advanced sonar has actually revealed an entire river flowing silently beneath the Black Sea. It's formed by this super dense, salty water pushing beneath lighter water, creating a flow so powerful it has carved out its own riverbanks, complete with underwater rapids and waterfalls. If we could somehow bring this hidden river up to the surface, its sheer volume would make it the sixth largest river on the entire planet. Now, moving from beneath the ocean to deep underground, we are still finding massive, unexplored ecosystems right here on Earth. Take Vietnam's Son Doong Cave. Get this, it was completely unknown to the wider world until 2009. Think about that. It is so ridiculously huge that you could comfortably fit a 40-story skyscraper inside of it. It even has its own internal jungles and its very own localized weather system forming clouds right there beneath the Earth's surface. Which brings us to Act 3, the human element. Bizarre, logic-defying settlements that contrast against Earth's vastness. Let's see how humanity's footprint creates its own set of mind-blowing oddities. We don't just adapt to the Earth's geography, we carve out bizarre settlements that stand in stark contrast to the wild planet around us. When we say ancient pyramids, your mind immediately jumps to Egypt, right? Well, history built a very different truth straight into the landscape. The Kingdom of Kush, located in modern-day Sudan, actually completely outbuilt its famous neighbor. They boast over 200 ancient pyramids, compared to Egypt's 118. It totally reshapes our mental map of ancient human achievement. Sometimes extreme geography literally forces us closer together. Take Whittier, Alaska. The harsh landscape and unforgiving winter weather there led to the creation of what is essentially a vertical city. Almost the entire town's population of 200 people lives inside one single 14-story building that used to be a World War II military barracks. With a grocery store, a school, and a post office all inside, you literally never have to step out into the freezing Alaskan winter if you don't want to. But human geography can swing to the absolute opposite extreme too. Believe it or not, this incredibly small number, just the number 1, is the official registered population of an entire legally recognized town in the United States. Talk about isolation. Meet Elsie Eiler, the absolute sole resident of Monowi, Nebraska. She acts as a literal one-woman government. She's the mayor, she runs the local tavern as the bartender, she manages the library, and she even grants her own liquor licenses. It's a geographical and demographic anomaly, all wrapped into one person, holding an entire town together. Finally, Act 4, defying reality. This is when the physical layout of the planet seems to completely break the fundamental rules of physics. Let's dive into this final section where the Earth actively tricks our senses, defies gravity, and seriously messes with our perception of reality. Out in the Faroe Islands, for instance, you'll find seemingly impossible inverted waterfalls. When fierce coastal storms roll in, winds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour literally catch the water cascading over the cliffs and blast it straight back up into the sky. It's an incredible showcase of how the raw power of Earth's atmosphere can temporarily reverse the flow of water, completely defying gravity and creating rising columns of mist instead of falling water. Other times, the landscape simply hacks your brain, proving you can't always trust what you see. At New Brunswick's Magnetic Hill, the layout of the horizon and the trees creates a massive optical illusion. If you put your car in neutral, it feels and looks exactly like you are rolling uphill. There's no magnetic anomaly underneath you, it's just the physical geography playing a spectacular mind game with your visual perspective. Earth truly is a master illusionist. Down in Mauritius, the specific way sand and silt fall off an ocean shelf creates the stunning appearance of a massive waterfall plunging deep underwater. Meanwhile, over in Bolivia, the Salar de Uyuni salt flats combine with a thin layer of rainwater to completely erase the horizon, turning the Earth into a flawless, perfect mirror reflecting the sky. It's like walking on the clouds. So, after exploring rivers that can cook a meal, lost continents submerged in the Pacific, caves that hold literal jungles, and water that flows upwards, one thing becomes absolutely crystal clear. Our planet is far stranger, more mysterious, and more incredible than we ever imagined. We really haven't figured it all out, not even close. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a challenge. We've seen today how our everyday perspective just totally fails to capture the sheer scale and strangeness of our environment. So look at the ground beneath your feet, check out the horizon around you, and wonder, what incredible, logic-defying secrets is our planet still hiding just out of sight? Keep exploring, keep questioning, and I'll catch you next time.